Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. If you're an old subscriber, thank you for coming back. And if you're new, darling, please click the subscribe button and also turn on post notifications to get notified for when I post new videos. So, in this video, I'll be showing you how to make this Veekee James, one of these sleeve that Veekee James used for her wedding, the rose sleeve. So, I'm gonna head to cut my sleeve pattern off camera, right? So I've cut it and I'm going to label this part. That is the elbow part, and that is we're working from the beginning to the elbow part. That is where like the whole magic is going to be on, right? So now this other paper, I'm going to cut it. I'm going to fold it on bias form. When it's the first one on bias form, I'm putting it on bias form. This is how to fold on bias, right? So please, if you follow this video step by step, you would actually get everything that I would be teaching and explaining. So I have folded my paper, my second pattern paper on bias form. Now I'm going to place my sleeve pattern on top of my pattern paper and make sure that it is on the edge. Like, see the way I arranged it. Sure you saw it. It has to be straight in the middle part. So after doing that, I'll go ahead and use sellotape to hold it down on all sides. So after holding down with sellotape properly, I'm going to now cut out my sleeve, and you see the way I cut it. Just follow whatever I'm doing in this video and follow it correctly. See the part I cut out on the sleeve. So now after cutting out my sleeve pattern, I'm going to go ahead now and transfer my pattern to fabric, and I'll be working with this satin fabric, this satin wine color, please excuse me, wine color. I'll be working with this satin fabric, and I'm also going to place my pattern on my fabric. My fabric is going to be folded on bias form. You saw how I earlier folded my um paper on bias form in the beginning of this video. I'm going to fold my pattern on bias form too. So just watch and see how it's going to be folded. So the way that was folded, that's on bias. That's what it means to fold on bias. You can go back in the video and see how I folded the paper correctly. So I'm placing, see the way I'm placing it, right? You can see it. That part, that extension part is going to be placed in the beginning of the paper, going to be placed on the folded part of the paper. I'm trying to arrange this fabric so that the back will not be bigger than the front and all of that. So the extended part is going to be on the fold. You see that? Then I'll go ahead and use pin to pin round. So after pinning round, I'm going to add 0.5 inches swing allowance all around this pattern. So I'm adding 0.5 inches swing allowance all around it. And after adding that, then I'll go ahead and cut. Let me tell you something. You know, fashion is very dynamic, and the fact that I'm cutting this sleeve pattern on a long sleeve doesn't mean that it's going to be always when a long sleeve that you're going to sew on. No, you can also make yours short sleeve. Just be creative, open your mind to your creativity and tap into your creativity and actually create your own thing. The fact that it's long sleeve doesn't mean you can make it yours short sleeve, you can make it to a quarter, you can never make it to have a flake, add a flare at the hem of the sleeve. Do you understand? So you can just like bring out your own design and do something more beautiful. So after cutting this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to sew this side. See the part I'm pointing out in the video. I'm going to sew it down. So I'll go to my sewing machine and I'm going to sew that down and I will show you what it looks like. So stay tuned, guys. Okay, so now I am done sewing, and I one very vital information is that we are going to cut the lining. The lining is going to stop on your elbow part, like after the extension, right? You're going to be lining. So you see that I am notching the edge. I'm cutting out that it will be easier for me to do when I have notched the middle part. Another thing is you also know is please iron, press open the seams and iron them properly. I'm unable to iron because of light issue, but please ensure that you press the seams open and iron. The reason why you have to iron or press open the seams to iron is that the cloth is going to balance well when you are trying to drape the rows. Do you understand? So please, ironing is very essential in sewing or tailoring. Iron, press seam open, iron, press your seam open and iron. I cannot re-emphasize or keep emphasizing on this, guys. So after doing that, you see lining, my sleeve. I'm turning my sleeve inside out. Do you see that? And my lining is going to be placed here. So my sleeve is going to be placed on top of my lining. Hmm? So this is what I'm turning it inside out, and I'm placing it on top of my lining. All right, my lining is going to be serve as my base. Do you get? So you see where the sleeve stopped after the extension, after the rose extension. Hmm? So now I'm going to pin round. I'm going to pin this round to hold it in place. So after pinning the my sleeve to my lining, I've pinned round the sleeve. Then I start arranging my fold. I start arranging the rows. So please watch closely and see the way I am arranging that rose parts. I am arranging it layers by layer on top of my lining. My lining is under. That is like I said, it's serving as my base. So I'm arranging the sleeve and arranging, and also make sure that you arrange them properly. Then as I'm arranging, I'm also pinning it. Do you understand? I'm pinning it down to hold the drapes in place. Also, this is like I said, this fabric I'm working with is just for tutorial purposes. If you want to do yours, you can also iron hairstay to your fabric so that it will make it have stamina, like it would strengthen the fabric. Do you understand? So that those drapes is going to stand properly. So you can iron hairstay on your own fabric, not you iron it like to the elbow area. Do you get? So I'm pinning the drapes down, arranging and pinning down. So after I'm done pinning, you're going to tack with needle and thread, and make sure you tack in a way that it would be invisible. Tack it so that it's not going to show on the outside part or or show in a way that it's going to look, it's not going to look neat, or it will look tacky, this kind of thing. So tack it down neatly with needle and thread. The parts that you've pinned, tack it down neatly properly. Do you understand? So that's that. So you keep draping and arranging your rose drapes and all of that. And once you're done pinning down, like I said earlier or initially, tack, tack neatly, tack nicely. Do you understand? So that's that. When you're done pinning or tacking, you're going to join the sides on whatever allowance you left is zero 0.5 or 1 inches or whatever. Do you understand? So I'm going to take this to my sewing machine now, and I'm going to join the sides to the sleeve together. Right?